Hey everybody, if you're on the Living Well Now brand partners page, welcome. If you're on YouTube, welcome. If you are live here on Zoom with me, welcome. I'm really grateful to have you here. My name's Aaron Lahman, and I'm a Gold with Young Living. My wife and I have been growing the business quite consistently over the last 6.5, coming up on 7 years. Really, is it, well, 6.5, yeah, about 6.5 years. And for me, and Ange, I would love for you, do you mind sharing yours here at the front end? Yeah, so I'll share my story here in a little bit. I'm here because I have seen this Living Well Now team help lots of people on their body, mind, spirit wellness journey, and also help lots of people create and grow successful businesses. And I'm really excited to be a part of this growing Living Well Now team, and also the Young Living world. Just really feel grateful. And my sister, Angela Lahman, is going to hop on and just share her business story to get us started and then I'll dive in with the rest.
Sure. Sounds good. So we've loved the products for a long, long time and felt super compelled in 2012 to come up with a better way, a duplicatable way of sharing Young Living and the products and the lifestyle with others. And we started in a field that was familiar to us, and that was duplication through education. As we began to teach others about our stories, about testimonials, about how effective the products were and how our lives were being changed, and they saw evidence of that, more and more people wanted to experience that kind of transformation for themselves. Now, I didn't set out to build an income replacement business. I knew as a single mom, I needed an extra income to pay for the extras that my kids wanted to do on a regular basis. Getting ready to take my son to soccer right now, as a matter of fact. And back in 2012, I wasn't sure how I was going to pay for an extra set of cleats, much more than monthly club fees and things like that to get them where they needed to go. Fast forward a few years of diligent effort, consistency, and some really fun, passionate people. Our team grew and grew and grew, and I was earning more in part-time hours with my Young Living business as a side hustle than I was earning in the classroom as a teacher. And so because my job was with the education and public education was kind of on the chopping block every year anyway, it was a more secure decision for me to leave behind education and pursue Young Living fully. Just a couple of years after that, I hit the rank of platinum, which has provided a 6-figure income for myself and my kiddos. I met and married the man of my dreams, and I'm mostly looking forward to building this business alongside him. We have dreams for Team One, meaning our family first, and so and providing a legacy of wellness, purpose, and abundance that goes beyond our generation, but blesses their generation and future generations from there. So I'm always inspired, Aaron, when you talk about why we do this business. It has to be for more than our own personal gain. And last year at convention, I was really inspired by the new manifesto that Young Living drafted that included a vision of a healthy home for each of us, a healthy world for all of us. It feels very, very important given the current kind of heaviness and climate of the United States in particular, that we're focused on really bringing everyone this opportunity to really be leveled up when it comes to our healthy lifestyle, and really begin to level the playing field for all people to have access to great healthcare in the same way that we're teaching it tonight.
Awesome, Ange. Thank you so much for that. And what an inspiration you've been to both my wife Sarah and I over this last 6.5, 7 years. Watching you, we lived with you for a year, and watching you do that dance of side hustle, Young Living, while working at as an educator, while parenting, single parenting 2 kids. Seeing you do that dance was such a gift to observe. And be a part of and be around, because it really clarified 2 things for me. One, you got to want this. you got to really want this. And you really wanted this. You wanted this shift. You wanted this new reality for you and your kids. You wanted this new abundant future for you and long term. You really got to want this. That was one piece. And then the other piece was just get into action. Just get into action. And that was, you put aside, I remember like just being like, hey babe, hey Ange, hey babe, when are you ever going to play? Like, when are you going to watch a movie? You want to watch them? You were just diligently getting into action, hosting classes, talking to people, meeting up one-on-one, just doing the things that it takes, you know? So you got to have that drive, that want, and then you can't just stop there. You got to like get into action, and you did both of those things. And it was super inspiring and made Sarah and I realize right off the bat, if we were going to be successful and ever hit the rank of silver or gold, we were going to need to do what you've been doing, you know? So thanks again for being an inspiration to so many of us. Again, we have been, most of us, those of us in the Western world, United States specifically, we were raised with lifestyle one kind of being the way. And the way was, you know, you go to school, you get your skills, and then whether that's at 18 or 16, you start working and you start working hard and you lock into a work, or maybe you go to college or do some trade school, and then you drop in and you get after your work. Maybe you work a job for 15 years, maybe you work a job for 30 years, maybe you work at 3 different places over your 30 years, but you just work hard. And that 20 to 60, that 30 to 40 years of life is about work and production and figuring out how to put food on the table, right? And then once you retire, then then you can enjoy life. And not to say that's, it's that glum, right? It's not. I know my parents worked full time for 25 years in the public schools and were able to do both, enjoy life, and they enjoyed their work and they were enjoying being parents and doing family. So it's not that glum, but this lifestyle, what if there was something different? What if there was another way to like design our life the way we actually want to? And I think that's why so many of us have been captivated by network marketing and Young Living, this business opportunity, is because, what if I spent the next 4 to 7 years really focusing? Sarah and I have been gold. We have a beautiful team already. What if I spent the next 4 to 7 years going forward, really focusing on building up more leaders, teaching people about wellness, helping people change their life, their wellness paradigm, right? What if I really focus the next 4 to 7 years? Where could I be 4 to 7 years from now? If you're brand new, maybe you're a star, maybe you're just getting started, maybe you're thinking about launching a business. What if you focus this next 4 to 7 years? You worked really smart, you learned from the gurus, you hosted the classes, you had that drive inside of you and really just focused. What if then 4 to 7 years from now, you really could start to design the life of your dreams? And, you'd be working your business from anywhere in the world. You'd be, being able to enjoy the process, the life journey, while seeing this beautiful income flow in each month from Young Living. This is our hope as Living Well Now team, is this Thousandaire vision. How can we build up leaders, teach leaders to step into that vision of, I'm going to see at least $1,000 a month. Yeah, that's definitely happening. That is my goal. I'm going to figure out how to make it happen. I'm going to do the work that it takes. And if I want to go bigger than that, I'm going to go bigger than that, right? Each of us has our own unique goals. So why Young Living right now? Well, the wellness and beauty industry is anticipated to be $1 trillion industry by 2025. And Young Living is locked in the wellness and beauty world. We've got solutions, natural wellness solutions with essential oils. We've got oil-infused supplements and nutrition products. There's also natural household cleaning products, a Savvy Minerals makeup line, a lot of skincare line, CBD line, products formulated for kids, babies, and animals. So we really, as that wellness and beauty industry grow, Young Living, we're going to be a part of that growth. We're going to be a part of shifting the way in which people, focus on their wellness and their beauty. So Young Living has a promise. It's called the Seed to Seal Promise. And it's the guarantee to us that the products we're getting have a seed to seal promise. We know that from the time that a seed is put into the ground to the time that it's, that oil has been cultivated, distilled, and then tested and then put into a bottle, we know that we're getting the best of the best products that are out there on the market today. So I feel really good about this. I would think about 5 or 6 of the Young Living farms, partner farms around the country, and also corporate owned farms. So I just feel I've seen the Seed to Seal in action, believe it fully and wholeheartedly, and just am excited to see as Young Living continues to become bigger and bigger and bigger and more influential in this world. So Gary and Mary Young actually founded Young Living in 1994. So we're coming up on 27 years this year. And the first 25 years, you can check out this curve here. It's been about growth. It's really been about growth. It's been this consistent growth journey. A few little level zones, a little bit down in 19. I think as the market shifts and the market's changed, but all in all, Young Living has been all about growth over the last 27 years. Young Living has members in 25 countries and growing. So this is exciting. There's lots of markets around the world that we can connect to and grow businesses in. And so this is a blessing. Young Living has over 2 million customers around the globe. Young Living does $2 billion a year in sales. And I think we've eclipsed that in the last 3 years. So what if we were to turn $2 billion a year in sales into $10 billion, right? What if we were to just go up 5 times? And what if we were able to do 5 times as far as members go and just help people see this vision instead of going to Target or going to Walmart or going to Walgreens or going to Amazon? What if instead they were getting their wellness products, their nutrition products, their sunscreen, their essential oils? What if they were getting them from Young Living and we were able to all grow this Young Living vision together? Ange mentioned the Young Living Manifesto. It is about inclusion. It is about respect and empowerment and all of us leveling up together and just saying yes to wellness for everyone in our country and around the world. So here it is. Once you fall in love with the products, recommending them to others is as simple as 1, 2, 3. First off, it's about telling your story. So again, as you get your starter kit, could be the Ningxia Red, could be the oils, could be the CBD line, it could be the Thieves household cleaning line. Whatever way you began, you are going to start having experiences. So maybe you are using the Ningxia Red and you're noticing your immune system feeling better. Your energy is more consistent. Whatever your specific stories are, right? My mom, when she first began back in 2006, she began with hormone support needs. Okay, so she began with hormone support needs, and that, as she dove into some of these Young Living essential oil blends, she really experienced great benefits. And then she started to find out about how other oils and products could use. So get your story, have your experiences, start to dive into the products. It is very critical for your business expansion and for your long-term business growth for you to dive in and love these products. It's going to be so much easier to talk about them, to share about them, to get excited about them when telling others. If you love the Young Living oils and products. So again, you don't have to love absolutely every product. You can find your zones, right? Your zones of like, oh, this Thieves line has been a game changer. Let me teach you about it. Let's get excited. Let's change the way we do health and wellness in our houses. Then step 2, invite people to just take a look. It could be inviting them to a Ningxia Red workshop next Wednesday. It could be inviting them to have a one-on-one conversation where you could just do a little intro about the oils that you love. If you're a part of the Living Well Now team, we have a great an intro to oils resource that you could literally ask a few people to hop on Zoom with you, meet up with you, and you could kind of take them through that and share about the oils. So invite them to take a look, and then really focus on listening to and honoring people. Find out what their health goals are. How can you show up for them? How can you help them, really work toward those wellness goals? If they want to ditch and switch and get rid of toxic stuff from their house, boom, focus on that. If they want to, up their nutrition game and their overall, just supplement game, you can help them dial into that. So depending upon different goals that each person has, you can help, really honor where they're at and help them find solutions in the zones they really would like help on. So again, why network marketing? Lots of entrepreneurial options out there. Network marketing is one of many. For me, I'll just share 3 reasons why I love this one. First one is being my own boss. I love that I decide when my Young Living work hours are. I love that piece. I love that I get to be my own boss. Yes, I do have, as Sarah and I's business has grown, as the Living Well Now community has grown, yes, I do have some Living Well Now responsibilities that I feel passionate about and excited about. Hosting this workshop for one, which is is an additional part of being my own boss. I've chosen this. I'm excited about this. This is something that I choose, right? So I love the fact that I get to be my own boss. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I've got all sorts of energy and I want to lock in and do 2 hours of work, I can. If I want to work work from 6 a.m. to noon one day and then have the whole afternoon off, I can. I get to be my own boss. The second piece is the personal growth, professional growth, in order to be a successful entrepreneur. And hear this, I think this is one of the biggest pieces that jumped out at me in my network marketing training. In that first couple of years, I remember being at a GoPro event, and I remember hearing a speaker say, you have been plugged into, for your whole life, you have been plugged into, right? You've been plugged into the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Most of us. Now, if you were raised by entrepreneurs, you're a different story, right? But most of us have been plugged into the Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And in order to become a successful entrepreneur, you have to learn a completely different language. So the personal growth, the professional growth required to be successful is huge. It's important. So listening to podcasts, listening to YouTube videos of other network marketers, listening to trainings that your upline recommends to you. This will be key to because you have to unplug the Monday through Friday 9 to 5. Even if you're still rocking your Monday through Friday 9 to 5, you have to unplug that while you're growing your network marketing business, because it's different. Nobody's going to be hovering around making sure you're getting your job done, right? It's your business. You're going to grow your business. So that personal growth, that professional growth, it's going to bless you in so many ways. It's like, it's really been such a huge game changer in both my wife and I's life. Sorry about the dishwasher beeping back there. I hope that stops. Okay. Third reason is I can work from anywhere. And I guess this is probably still being my own boss, but I get to work from anywhere. Over the last six and a half years, Sarah and I have, worked from our computers in Paris. We've worked from our computers in Sweden. We've worked from our computers just around the world. From New York, when we're visiting her family in New York, we can do our business. We can work from a coffee shop. I love that I can, where I have internet access, I can keep growing this business. I can do phone calls. I can do workshops. I don't have to be in a specific location for the rest of my life. I love that freedom and flexibility. All right. So how does this business work? How do I get paid? How much money can I make? And what do I have to do to get paid? And how do I start? So let's dive into those. First off, gather a few customers and get your products for free. So you start hosting classes, you start inviting people to workshops, you start talking one-on-one with people. You get 3, 4, 5, 6 people to get started. As they start ordering product and they see this vision of, you know what? Instead of going to Target, instead of going to Walgreens, instead of going to Amazon, I'm going to order all these awesome superior products from Young Living, seed to seal products from Young Living. And I'm going to just do it every month. I'm going to be on the Essential Rewards program, the Subscribe to Save program. While you grow this community, you're going to start seeing a check come in from Young Living every month that's going to cover your products. To go to that next level, right? Then you start to think about, all right, who are people that want to grow businesses with me, who also want to share these products, this vision, this lifestyle, this business with others. And you start to help them, help some specific brand partners, specific teammates of yours start to grow businesses and share and host classes. And this is where you start to see your income grow, right? Because now it's not just you hosting workshops or you doing one-on-one classes or you posting on your Instagram stories, but now you've got 2 or 3 other people that are equally excited and they're like, oh my gosh, did you try the Thieves chest rub? Oh my gosh, have you tried the mineral sunscreen lotion? You know, and you're not the only one doing it. Now you've got other people rocking as well. And then if you want to keep going to the next level, you can inspire others to inspire others, and you can build as big of a team as you want in 25 countries around the world. So this is that vision, right? Where it's teams helping teams, and it just grows and expands. Versus me having one massage studio, I could have 7 massage studios growing in it all around, right? So similarly, instead of just me being the only person helping people, now I have Julie helping people and sharing Young Living. Now I have Courtney sharing Young Living and teaching classes and getting excited about the business and finding business partners, right? And it starts to expand bigger and bigger and bigger. So example, if it's you plus 4 members, and those 4, let's say those 4 brand partners, those 4 business leaders of yours, let's say they all help 4 each. There's 16 people. What if those 16 each help 4 get on that subscribe to save, that Essential Rewards reality? That's 16 people helping 4 each. That's another 64 teammates. So you have 84 repeat customers. So let's say every single month, 84 people are like, yes, I'm going to my Young Living account. I'm ordering up the household cleaner. I'm ordering up the super vitamin D. I'm ordering up the ortho-ease, right? You've got 84 repeat customers. Let's say their averaging order is about $125 a product a month. That's $10,500 a month in sales. And you're going to earn about 7% of those sales, or around $700 a month. So this is how your Young Living business grows, right? Where it's not just you hosting and educating and teaching and growing your business, but now you have other people excited to grow businesses with you. All right, so the income disclosure statement, again, we all have different goals. Some people grow a Young Living business literally to pay for their product. They're like, you know what? If I could make $300 a month, that would be sweet, because then I can pay for my product. And so I'm going to educate and teach people to make that a reality for me. Other folks are like, you know what? I want to be a Living Well Now Thousandaire. I want to make $1,000 a month. That's my goal. I'm going to go after it. And they teach, coach, learn, personal development, and they're, become a silver and above. So again, whatever your goals are, maybe you want to make $15,000 a month. If that's your goal, you can do it. You can do it 100%. It's not going to happen to you. It hasn't happened to me. I know that for me to get there, for Sarah and I to get there, I've got work ahead of me this next 4 to 7 years. And it starts today. It starts tomorrow. So again, whatever your goals are, write them down and just start faithfully pursuing it and doing what it takes. So can I really make a living doing this? This is a lot of information to process. And here are a few questions that will help you decide. What if you tried the products? And what if you found them to be as extraordinary as I did, or the person who invited you to this call did? Would you ever recommend them if you loved them? Would you recommend them to somebody? And then what if others fell in love with them? What if not just you fell in love with the Thieves line, but other people fell in love with the Thieves line, fell in love with the Ningxia line, fell in love with the CBD line? What if Young Living started to send you a referral income every month as you were sharing as you had other people sharing? And then what if that kept growing? That income kept growing, that team kept growing. And what if you were a part of a team with a proven track record, with a system ready to support you and ready to help launch you into success here in the coming months and years? So our Living Well Now team, we call ourselves health and business coaches. We want to teach people, help guide people, help people find solutions to their wellness goals. We're very passionate about that. And also, we want to help business partners and business leaders and brand partners choose to go after their goals, to become a Thousandaire if they choose, which is earning $1,000 a month from Young Living. And what we've been really intentional about over the years is about duplication through education. So we host lots of consistent workshops and trainings and Friday accountability calls, and offer these classes on Wednesday so that we can, as a Living Well Now team, keep growing together and help each other along the business journey together. So if you're brand new and you are, you know what, I'm ready to be an entrepreneur. I'm ready to grow a side hustle. I want to be like Ange. I want to create that income stream that allows me to do the things that I want to do, live the lifestyle I want to live. If that's you, whether you're on the brand partners on the Facebook group right now, or watching this on YouTube, or if you're live here on Zoom and you've yet to create an account, make sure you create an account with the person who invited you to watch this call, and then set up your monthly order. Set up that Essential Rewards order, soon to be called the Subscribe to Save order. Just because in order to grow a business, you've got to love these products, right? These products are going to be crucial. You will not have trouble finding products that you love. Let me just tell you, because there are tons that I love. So dive into Essential Rewards. You then want to start announcing your business by asking people to just take a look. So as you are launching, you're going to want to invite people to, schedule some workshops. Have your friend who's also growing a business, who invited you to learn and to grow a business with them, have them help you co-host some workshops. Maybe you want to start doing some one-on-ones with people, and you just invite people to take a look. Hey, launching a business over here. I'm super excited about it. Would you be open to taking a look? Could I tell you a little bit more about it? And maybe you invite them to next week's Wednesday night class, and they come and they learn, and then you have a dialogue after the fact. Maybe they say it's for them. Maybe it's not. It's the law of averages. It's about inviting and letting a lot of people take a look. You want to go to livingwellnow.com/success to download the steps for success. And also then start inviting your friends and family to upcoming events. So next Wednesday, the Living Well Now team has the Ningxia Red class. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So really start to look at the calendar, ask the person who invited you, your upline, ask them, hey, what classes do you have coming up? Hey, could we do a class together? And really lock in. Just lock into something and just stick to it. Just stick to it. Stay faithful, believe in it, do the trainings, get as active as you can with the Living Well Now resources that we have. And I really feel like that will be huge. I know that's why I've been able to grow, why Sarah and I've been able to grow, is because we're constantly learning and listening to Ange, to Shauna, to Andrea, to Carrie, to Courtney. We're listening to people. We're listening to Richard Bliss Brooke. We're listening to Deborah, we're listening to Andrea. We're listening to other leaders that are helping people, growing successful teams, growing, helping their teams. Just have those ears open and heart open, ready to learn. Again, you're going to launch with one of these starter bundles that Young Living has. Pick the one that is, you're most excited about. Help your friend pick the one they're most excited about as they want to grow a business alongside you, or if they just want to start with a kit. And I also will say that livingwellnow.com/training. This is where you're going to get hooked up to what our Living Well Now team has. We have a summer hustle coming up here starting in May, which would be really important in my opinion. If you are launching your business right now, or if you've already launched and you're wanting to like dive back in and have that accountability. Because at the end of the day, just so you know, this is a part-time business. This is not any every once in a while business. Like you have to think of yourself, right? If you were opening up a coffee shop, you can't be open 2 days a month and grow a successful coffee shop, right? I can't, open up a coaching business. I can't become a life coach and be open 2 days a month, right? I have to figure out when my hours are going to be. So if that's, one of Sarah and I's most amazing business partners, brand partners is Courtney Taylor. And Courtney Taylor she has talked a lot about 15-minute windows. When she was working full-time at her retail job, doing 60, 70 hours a week, she was like, all right, when can I find my 15-minute windows to invite people to classes, to send out a sample, to let people know about an upcoming Young Living event, right? So finding those 15-minute windows, figuring out what fits in your schedule and what you can commit to long-term. Don't give this 3 months. Don't give this 3 months. You really have to switch that brain and say, I'm giving this the next 4 to 6 years. I'm really going to commit. If you have desires to design your life and have this Young Living income fuel that, and to be able to design it and give up a job that you're currently working or whatever, don't just commit for 3 months. Like, have that long-term vision. Yes, be focused, 90-day focus. All right, in the next 3 months, here I'm going to go. All right, next 3 months, here I'm going to go. That's great to break it into 90-day focus zones, but have that longer term vision. People want to join people that are going to be in it for the journey, right? If you're launching a business with a 3-month vision, nobody's going to join you. I mean, if they do, they're going to be disappointed because you're not going to keep going, right? So have that bigger vision, have that 4-year vision, that 7-year commitment, have that like take that ownership of like, all right, this is not just going to happen to me. This is my part-time business I'm launching. Here I go. I've got goals to make happen. I've got people to help. I've got people to serve. There's people who are yearning for proactive and preventative wellness. They need my support. I'm going to learn with them. I'm not a know-it-all expert perfectionist, right? I'm going to learn as I go. I'm going to teach as I'm learning, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to have a long-term vision. Anyway, grateful for you joining me, whether you joined live on the Brand Partners or here on Zoom or via YouTube replay. Just grateful. Happy to be on the journey with you, and know that you're not alone. If you need support, specific support, definitely reach out to our Living Well Now team. We will do whatever we can to point you in the right direction, point you to resources that have helped us, also invite you to events and trainings we're doing. So just know you're not alone on the journey. Know that you've got a lot of us in your corner saying, let's do this. Let's do this. We can do this together. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fulfilling. It's going to be challenging at times. And we're going to grow and expand in wellness and also abundance and purpose together. So thanks for being here, y'all. Have a lovely night and blessings flow into you and yours. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your week.